the one we've been hearing about, huh? What do you think?
Must be bad to look at.
It takes more than that to run a ship. On the pale side, though, is he sick?
Oh, that came from his father's side. They all died young.
But his mother's people come from the Julian clan, and that's where the Kaisaar comes from. And he's a tough old bugger, fooling around with Cleopatra, right?
The king conducted himself during the ceremony pretty well. The animal hardly fished before it was over. That's a good sign, isn't it?
Of what? A butcher in the making? What do you think, Connor?
Well, I saw his uncle smiling like a cat that swallowed the canary. Do you think Jake Kaisaar will make himself king?
You know, wouldn't bother me one bit. Look at all the cash that he brings back from his campaigns, and he always takes good care of us. Better than them big deals of the Senate, right?
Put a lid on that. You never know where surveillance apparatus is located. Help.
Hail to Kaisaar! Hail Kaisaar!
On this 15th day of March in the year 2120, the weather has cleared after that horrendous meteorological event last night. Lightning strikes have caused power outages all over the capital, and large hailstone showers have injured over 300 people. Government business has continued, however, and this AM there's another logjam in the Senate with neither side willing to negotiate their positions. Same old, same old. Bulletin. There have been shots fired inside the Capitol building and all entrances have been sealed. I repeat, the Capitol is in lockdown. We do know members of the Senate entered this morning, followed by Jay Kaisaar and his entourage. Margot T. was not present. Let's go. I'm taking cover about 50 yards from the front of the Capitol building, and I can see SWAT teams converging on the scene, but there seems to be some confusion once they reach the building. Wait, the doors are opening now. I can see... Yes, it looks like senators themselves are coming out and holding up their hands. I can hear them now.
Six Semper Freedom! Liberty from the tyrant! Liberty from the tyrant! Liberty from the tyrant! Liberty from the tyrant! Let the Republic join us! Jay Kaisaar is dead! Jay Kaisaar is dead!
Jay Kaisaar is dead. I repeat, Jay Kaisaar is dead. The most successful general of all time has been assassinated, apparently by members of the Senate. Senate Secretary Ivoire said this, quote, "It was awful. They just started stabbing him over and over. Blood all over. He fought them off, but then Brutus went up to him, stabbed him right in the chest." Unquote. Rioting has broken out. Brutus has been speaking to the crowd, trying to calm them down.
I loved Kaisaar. But citizens, I loved my freedom more. And your freedom! Did you want Kaisaar alive so you could all be slaves, or him dead, and you a free people? Patience, my friends, is all I ask, and that you listen to what Margot T. has to say on our behalf.
I'm here to say a few things to all of you. My brother vets, citizens, members of the organization, everybody. I'm not here to make speeches about Kaisaar. I'm here to bury him. It's true, he was stood by me, but Brutus says he's going to make his move, take over. So, they killed him. Now, Brutus is a very legit kind of a guy, so what he's saying must be the truth. But you all saw how I gave Kaisaar, I gave him this little crown, a little piece of tin, garbage. It was a joke, really. I gave it to him 3 times. And 3 times, he pushed it away. Was that the kind of guy who was trying to take over? I don't think so. He was an earner. Every time he came back from the territories, he put cash in your pocket, put food in your mouths. Not sure anybody griping about that. I've got to ask myself, why? Why is there nobody crying even a little bit for his murder? Now, Kaisaar, he was Brutus's goomba. Yeah. 23 holes he had in him. A river of blood came out of him, and he gave as good as he got. But when he saw Brutus, his own godson, his favorite, come for him, that's when he went down. He went down, and all of us went down, and now we've got a bunch of dirtbags at the top. Now, all my brother vets, they know me. They know all my wounds are in the front. So they know I'm a guy who stands by his buddies. And that's why I'm here, to stand up for him, because he's gone now. Because he always had my back. One time, we was out in the territories taking care of business, and 3 of them come to me. 3, and my piece jammed. I was dead meat. But Kaisaar, he was at the end of the line. He saw. He came like a shot, took him out, saved my butt. That's why I'm here, to stand up for him. Now that he's gone. But Brutus is a great speaker and intellectual. But I tell you what, if I had a silver tongue like he got, I'd put a tongue in every hole Kaisaar has that would make even the goddamn bricks stand up and call for revolution! Revolution now! Revolution now! Revolution now! Revolution now!
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! Feel the best of them! It's
Listen to me.
burn, baby, burn. There's trouble ahead, but I'm gonna ride this one to the end of the line. Watch me!
Long live the domain. I'm ready.
Sir?
Just get it over with. What can I use my own weapon?
Sir, we're not here to harm you.
We're here to protect you.
And to escort you back to the capital. Kaisaar has made you his heir in his will, and his son.
His heir? His son?
Yes, you will carry on his name.
Octavius Kaisaar. Hail! Long live Kaisaar!
And Marco T, what about him?
They're getting word to him now. Lepidus is an ally. Brutus and Cassius ran for the hills when they saw the people's reaction.
May Brutus and Cassius burn in flames.
You mean Octavius is there? And son? Who found the will? Where? Eyes on confirmation of this? So that's how it is. What? I'm still here. Get word to him as soon as possible. If we combine our forces together, we can get out of this. If we move fast. Tell him I'll meet him at Jimmy's place. What? I'm President Street. What's the matter with you? Tell him I'm on my way. Tell him to give me a ring as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm here. What am I? Hello. My condolences and congratulations on your new name, Kaisaar. I'm sure growing to man is worthy of the name as your uncle. Excuse me, as your father was.
I appreciate that. Yes, it has been rough, but
It's been tough for all of us.
I understand, but there's a large sum of cash that I'm entitled to and I have not been able to track it down. Word has it that you're in possession of the codes to the vault.
As consigliere to Kaisaar, yeah, it was put in my hands to pay the vigorish on the debts from his last campaign.
200 million Sinatras. I may be young, but I'm not naive. It's my inheritance and I want it, whoever has it.
Don't you understand? It's been spoken for. I have a few thousand Sinatras I can lend you out of my own pocket if you're that hard up.
Don't insult me, Marco. There is a large force of men behind me who are loyal to my dead father.
Don't trust me. If it make you feel any better, I'll show you the accounts.
I'm not interested in seeing a bunch of doctored books. I want the cash to pay off what my father promised to his people in his will.
Stop acting like a kid. What's done is done. What you should be concerned about is how much help I can give you against Brutus and Cassius. You're going to need it.
Your forces are growing every day. I can give you 3 divisions out of my Army Group East.
And armor.
Yeah, fine. I'll throw in ammo and supplies for a 6-month campaign.
And I'll need a drone division from the 8th Air Wing.
Hey, don't push it.
Gotta have eyes in the sky. You don't expect me to fly blind, do you?
You know how much a wing costs, Sonny?
All or nothing.
Hey, why don't you take a stick out you're sitting on and play along for a change? Surprise us all.
I'll ignore your sophomoric bad-mouthing and just say I'm protecting my interests.
Our interest, kiddo. Combined, our forces can do great things. What do you say? Deal?
Okay. Deal for the time being.
Now you're making sense. Now you're talking like a smart kid. Combined, our forces can do great things.
And what about Lepidus? The communique said it was with us.
He's waiting right now. He's a dependable crumb if nothing else.
And we will be co-generals.
There you go again. Don't be ridiculous. I got years of military experience over you. Don't get high in your dead father's name. Join me and we'll sweep everything in our way.
My whole life has been leading up to this moment. It's my destiny.
Yeah, well, I had to earn my spurs, boyo. I promise you, the world is ours. Just don't get in my way.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that later, but let's not keep Lepidus waiting.
This is the hit list. Agreed?
Well done. It's very complete. That's fair.
Not quite. There should be one more name on that list. Lepidus' brother. What do you say, Lepidus?
Out of your mind. That's my kid brother, Octavius. I can't do that. You are asking me to sign my own brother's death warrant?
He was in the room and didn't raise a hand to save my father. You know that. He's got to go.
Then Marco, your nephew, your sister's son, he heard what was going on. He saw what was going on. He didn't say a word. He's got to go too. Right?
Tit for tat. Is that it, Lepidus? All right. There. See? It's done. But, Lepidus, we still need to see the book, so why don't you go with the depository and bring it back here? We need to know what funds we've got to work with. It'd be good if you could put 2 more divisions in the field. What do you say?
Will you still be here?
Yeah, if we're not here, we'll be up at Julie's in the back having a few drinks. That guy gets my goat. His brother was the one who got me out of the way so they could do Kaisaar in for Christ's sake.
He served my father well during the Normandy campaign.
So he says. One of my people says he was so far back from the front line he could have been on a meal break. And that outfit he's got on, it's an embarrassment just to stand next to the guy. I ain't seen anything like that since I was in the Capitol Museum years ago, before the war. Some kid named Jackson sang songs. Unbelievable what people got away with back then.
Yeah, well, we needed him, so we're stuck with him. Now, there will be no turning back once this list goes viral.
Yeah, well, no use bitching. You gotta make a move. Bruce and Cassius are getting stronger every day.
Right. But the forest is dark and full of snakes. And if there's anything to be learned from the assassination, it's that behind the sunniest smile can hide 100 daggers. As my father found out. So we need to make sure who is with us and make our ties with them solid. Now there's just one more thing I have to do. On this spot where Kaisaar's beloved remains burned, and from whose dust he rose again, will be erected the most majestic temple the capital has ever seen, and which will be dedicated to Kaisaar, the god. He was the bravest, most brilliant general the domain has ever seen. Woe to the murderers who shed his precious blood, because I pledge to wreak revenge on them, with no quarter given to those who did this dreadful thing, this abomination. I cry, war! Let this be released and made public.
You were wrong, brother. About Pello?
time to be quibbling over some nickel and dimes coming out of some cigarette machine. He needed some petty cash for his girl.
You think what I did to Kaisaar on the Ides of March was like getting hoots with a bunch of petty anti-lowlifes?
Anybody else that you say in this, Brutus, I'd have cut their throat from ear to ear. You know that.
You threatening me? You! Get out of my face before I go off on you.
I'm a Marine veteran. Don't push me too far, Brutus, or I'll end up regretting what happens.
Turning yourself into a goddamn pimp before my eyes.
Please, I beg you. Relent, don't push me anymore.
Why? Because you've got star-breaking mad. I'm supposed to shake in my boots? Not in your life, my man.
That's it. You are done. Protect yourself, soldier.
Go ahead, make your move. At least I'll die like a warrior on my feet. It's more than I can say for you.
I can't take this anymore. Here, take it. Do me if that's what you want.
You know that's not me. But the fact is, I sent Bruto, my adjutant, to you to get funds to pay for my army with, and you sent him back empty-handed, spouting a lot of hot air.
Bullshit! I never said no. Guy you said was an idiot. Here, stab me. Guy who turned you down for a couple of Sinatras will give you his life. Go ahead. It's worth nothing if a friend I stood by turns on me.
Listen, brother, relax, put it down. Hey, no one's gonna die here. Forgot about that temper of yours. Mother had in spades. Remember how she used to tear into us as kids?
You remember that? God, what a piece of work she was. Dear old mom, but she was beautiful, and I did love her.
Come on, she was a bull bitch on wheels, am I right?
God, wasn't she ever. God bless her in the hell she's raging in. You forgive me then, my brother? Friends again?
Sir, our intelligence assets report that the enemy is heading for us at max speed. We have to decide where to meet them or we risk getting overrun. They'll be in position by 0800 hours. That's less than 24 hours from now.
No, that's perfect. We can move up the front to Nilliday and be waiting for them.
Too far. Better to remain in place. Let them get burned out, get in here. We'll be fresh and ready to take them on.
No, you're forgetting that if we wait here, they're coming through territory where they have friendlies. They can pick up supplies, reinforcements. No, it's better to move the front up to Nilliday.
Brutus, I have many more years in the military. Fine. Have it your way. Adjutant, I want this on the record. I'm signing off on this plan against my will because it was brought by my brother Brutus.
The two generals want to talk.
Do you want me to attack?
Okay, tell them we'll talk with them. Not yet. Let's see what they have to say. This should be good. Have them escorted here.
Hold everything back until the order is given. I repeat, hold in place.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to say a few words before we fight. Isn't that always better, countrymen?
Everyone knows you're famous for words, Brutus.
Sometimes a good word or two is better than a bad move, wouldn't you say, young man?
You made the worst one of all, Brutus. Saying long live Kaisaar, you just stuck him in the belly.
Octavius, so far we don't know how good your aim is, but your voice is as sweet as honey. I don't know if we should fight with you or dance with you.
Same old, right, Cassius?
Oh, you don't, Cassius. Look, all this arguing is making me sweat. But when the drops turn red, we'll see who will be dancing.
Hey, don't be salty with me, Sonny. Look at the two of you, deadbeat party animal and a philosopher monk who hasn't had his first woman yet. And who doesn't even want one.
Marco, let's go. Scum-sucking traitors, look. You see this? I'm going to stick you with it where you breathe. If you have the balls, come and meet us on the field today. If not, when you find your guts.
Have them escorted back to their lines.
Soldier, what happened to those two hawks that were nesting here the other day?
Oh, sir, they took off this morning. I haven't seen them since.
Not such a good sign, eh?
That's a little too old school for me, sir.
Good kid. You ever hear the story back in the day about the general who consulted a fortune teller before battle?
Never heard that one before, sir.
They'd cut open a bird to see what its innards could tell him. The seer said, "Sir, we can't find a heart. It's not a good omen." And the adjutant said, "General, what should we do?" And he said, "Son, good omens are always welcome, but we still go out to fight." It's going to be one hell of a birthday. Let's go.
Happy birthday, sir. Forward to it.
It looks like they're coming down from the hills and attacking. You said they would deploy a defensive perimeter and wait for our attack.
Nothing to worry about, my young Kaisaar. I got them in my pocket. They're making a big show, but watch, they're walking straight into my trap. Yes, this is 6. Air Command is confirming their forward movement is a decoy. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your tank column, move up on the left, but don't break out till I give the order. I'm gonna move up in their right. We'll take them in a pincer movement.
Not so fast. I'm gonna get them on their right with my force of armor back to my mobile artillery.
What? Why? Don't look at my plans. I know what I'm doing here.
Oh, like you knew they would stick to the hills. Look, I'm not gonna mess anything up, but I'm going to do what I think is best.
That confirmed. Men, my brave countrymen, you free men of the Republic, bad news. Cassius is dead, so it's up to us. The sun will not set on a free domain, while Brutus is still standing. Freedom lies in the domain! Free men of the Republic, are you with me? Hoo-ah! 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 Let's finish this. Follow me.
That's so good.
You! Surrender or you die. Where's your commander?
From the prison you're in, soldier. Brutus's enemies could only make a fire out of him because he did the right thing. He overcame himself. And nobody can claim the honor of killing him except himself.
Any soldier who fight with his guts hanging out can be in my sight any day of the week here.
I state here and now that any soldier who fought for Brutus can join my own ranks if they're willing. Spread the word.
This is the only one of the bunch who did what he did for the principle of the thing. All the rest of what they did out of sheer jealousy of our Kaisaar. But for all of you, I say, this guy was a real thing. A man.
Put his body in my bivouac tonight. Give him a full military funeral. In my name, Octavius Kaisaar, I declare that the war is now over. Let us stand down and share this peace with the citizens of the domain. And hope it lasts.
Good evening. We are happy to announce that the the opening of a much-needed road along the Potomac, the Via Pennsylvania, which makes crossing the capital much easier for our citizens. A shout-out goes to Octavius for that. Also, a 3-week festival has been scheduled for next month. Free food and games to be sponsored by Octavius and his colleague, General Agrippa. Now some news from the East. General Marco T, a meticulous strategist, has been delayed by further planning for his campaign against the terrorists who continue to harass the outer provinces. More on that as soon as it comes in.
You liked her? Our entertainment?
Yeah, very nice. But from what Kaisaar told me, you put this cupcake to shame.
That was uncalled for. Word on you was you preferred waifs, hence our little Corinne. If you insist on acting like an adolescent, I'll leave you to your ways. Frankly, my dear, I don't think you could handle a real woman.
Depends on the woman, what do you say?
If you can stop from falling over before I return, give me a sec and we'll see. You need cool air. Baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to school. Way down inside, honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Did I slay you?
Baby, come on. You're killing me. Relax. Don't leave me hanging.
I'll be waiting for you. In there.
Yeah.
And now, this just in, Marco T is reported to have extended his stay in the East. Still no developments on his campaign against the terrorists from the Eastern Desert has been announced. He has, however, found romance with the Egyptian queen, Cleopatra, or as some are calling it, Cleomania. Also, Marco T has declared himself the earthly manifestation of the god Dionysus. It is also being reported that his queenly paramour has been strutting around wearing his sword, the one that Kaisaar was stabbed with, and for which there have been angry protests against a foreign national carrier. More on that as soon as it comes in. We are always your humble and obedient servant, Liz Townsend of the DDC.
What was in that stuff, Hagrid? God almighty.
Tell me how much you love me.
Men unwasteful to me. You're gonna kill me in the station. Which,
Oh, you Dionysus, never.
even Dionysus has his limits. He pulls every ounce out of me.
Oh, my invincible stud.
Oh, God, what day is this? How long have I been here? A week? What day is this? I'm starving. Hey, how about you order some grub and a cup to wash it down? What do you say?
Well, let's hope we can muster something a little more extravagant than what you're used to, my love.
Yeah, forget it. You know, all the feast I need.
See, I'm going to call you my Mr. Five.
My queen,
Yeah.
there's a messenger here from the capital, here to speak to Marco T on urgent business.
Now? Now? Tell him to come back later.
But it may be your wife, darling. Maybe we made her angry. Or Octavius wants you to take another territory.
Captain can fall in Potomac for all I care. Perfection of your little toe needs my attention more than any of that.
Don't take me for the fool that I'm not. You are who you are. You married Fulvia, didn't you? Read the dispatch.
Don't stick your pretty nose into my business, precious. Didn't you say the other night, whenever it was, you want to go out and wander through the streets at night and hang with the folks? I tell you what, we'll dig up some rags, we'll put them on, we'll go in incognito. You'll see how the other half lives. It'll be good for you. Come on, we'll go have a couple of drinks, have a bite. Let's go out. Come on. Don't talk to me now.
far gone as that? Play games with the message from Octavius like that? Octavius is young, but he controls a third of the world. He's his partner.
Sometimes when he's in his cups, he forgets who he is.
Well, that's great, because it helps the factions working against him in the capital.
Well, let's hope he thinks better of it in the morning. In the meantime, my friend, try some of our wine. Some say it's better than what you have in the capital.
Thank you, brother. Listen, there was no picnic getting here. I had a classified mission, had to make it to the borders undetected, taking every pitted path between here and the capital. I tell you, humping through the borders, through the mountains, undercover, put me on the balls of my ass.
Sounds like you need that wine.
Your wife, Fulvia, came into the field against your brother.
Against my brother? What the hell for?
I can't answer that, sir. I can tell you the war was over quickly. Octavius and one of his generals defeated him on the spot.
And?
Well, this man who carries bad news off the press tends to get burned by it.
Only if for an idiot or a coward. Carry on.
Labienus, and the forces he inherited from Brutus, has joined forces with the terrorists marauding in the east and captured more eastern territories. Meanwhile, the people are all wailing that Marco Titus, well...
Sleeping, is that it? All right, now give it to me straight. Give it to me all. Well, Cleopatra called the capital, my own famous falls, all of it. It's the only way to clear out the weeds is my brain. Break out of this, he rips his shackles. They got me by the short ends. I gotta rip them out of him. He'll have zoning out of forever. One news from Sicily.
Sir, I'm sorry to be the one to have to tell you this. Your wife is dead.
Fulvia? My wife? Dead? Confirmation of this?
It's confirmed by state, sir.
Dismissed. Fulvia. Ah, what a piece of work she was. But they're not kidding when they say be careful what you wish for, because I could pull the hand back that pushed her into the pit. I would. God, I gotta break out this Egyptian witch's spell, only to get worse. Enobarbus!
Sir?
We're pulling out on the double.
But sir, if we do that, we'll kill all our women.
We should have been out of here yesterday.
Well, if there's a reason, we'll go. Love conquers all except state business.
Yeah, I wish it was so easy. She's a cunning fixer. God damn it, I wish I'd never even seen her.
Then you would have missed a thing of beauty that few men even dreamed of, let alone possessed.
Fulvia is dead.
What? Fulvia?
Dead.
Wow. Well, forgive me, but I know the gods have given you what you secretly, well, not so secretly on Cleopatra's part, but you both got what you desperately wanted. So what are you griping about?
The fact is, Fulvia started a fire in the capital. We gotta put it out. Our enemies are gaining in the capital, outside of it. Pompey owns the waters of the Danube from east to west. Grain isn't getting into the capital. Tell our officers Arderos has been moved up. Tell them on a need-to-know basis, top secret mission, we'll move it back to the capital ASAP. Ranger battalions lead. Light packs only. Dismissed.
Sir.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him.
Find out where he is, who he's with, and what he's doing. I didn't send him, understand? If he's happy, say I'm sick. Get on it, instantly.
Madam, if you loved him as dearly as you say, you wouldn't play him this way.
Who's playing him? I'm quite sincere.
Madam,
All right, then
please.
what, pray tell me, should I do?
Give in to every whim he has. And don't cross
Oh,
him.
the fool, that's the easiest way to lose him.
I swear, you do better to back off.
Help me, Clayman, I feel sick.
I'm sorry to say.
Oh, Clayman, I'm going to faint.
What? Let me help you.
Don't touch me.
What?
I know that look on your face. What does the married woman, your wife, say? Don't let her say I'm keeping you here. You're free to go whenever you'd like.
Leo.
Don't talk, just say goodbye and walk out the door.
Listen to me. My services are being called from the capital, but my heart will stay here with you. And something should encourage you. Fulvia is dead.
What? Dead? Can Fulvia die? I thought her armor was as thick as the rhinoceros's hide.
She is dead, my queen. It's all there in the communique, but there's a state of emergency in the capital and I have to be there.
Separate that I understand, that we've been lovers, that I know. God God, I can't remember.
Enough of this. My spirit will remain here with you, and I will bring you with me in my heart. Let's go.
I have nothing against him personally, Lepidus. But listen to his activity. Fishing, drinking, partying for days on end, and hardly giving my messenger a second to listen to my requests.
He is who he is. And he's not going to change his spots. But he's a good man to have on our side.
Well, he can roll on Ivor's bed all he wants, fine. He can drink with every lowlife he enjoys the company of, from high noon to midnight. That is none of my concern. But if he doesn't carry his weight in governing, and the burden falls on me, then I have every right to call him a slacker.
Another dispatch. Sextus Pompey Jr. is getting stronger on water every day, and the proles are flocking to him. He's saying that his father, Pompey Sr., was done wrong by your father, J. Kaisaar.
Typical. A man like the great Pompey is only missed when he's gone. The commoners you mentioned are as changeable as the leaves on a stream. No surprise there.
More bad news, I'm afraid. The terrorists are raiding the coast of the domain at will. They're looting our ships. The grain is running out of capital because of them. And the masses, not surprisingly, are getting antsy.
Well, let's hope Marco T's shame will get him to the capital with enough time so we can get our armies into those fields. Pompey must be stopped.
There's any justice in this world, we'll win. Bet on it.
Just remember, they may be stolen, but they're not giving up yet.
Maybe. But we're in very good shape. The people are behind me and our cause. Look, our army's at full strength, and I own the water. I mean, what more could you ask for? Meanwhile, Marco T, he's whining and dining in Egypt. Octavius is raising his taxes just to support his troops, and he's hated for it. Lepidus, he's nothing more than just a third wheel.
There's more. Intelligence reports are coming in from the field. Octavius and Lepidus are ready to jump off on an advance toward our lines.
Baloney. There's no other reports of that. Who sent the cable ID confirmation?
It came from one of my people who's in a position to know. Very reliable, sir.
That can't be! Look, the last report said they were in the capital and waiting for Marco T, who is wallowing in wine. May he drown in it!
Sir, this report is coming in now from my people planted on the Autobahn outside the capital. Marco T is expected to arrive in the capital within the next 4 hours.
I can't believe it. Look, I never thought that Marco T would be pulled away from the lap of Cleopatra for something as insignificant as war with me. Although that is flattering in a way, but he's twice the general of those two.
Just remember, Marco T's brother and his wife Fulvia went to war against Octavius. So there's some bad blood there.
We'll see. We'll see. Look, our lives depend on the next roll of the dice. Let's play the strongest hand that we have. Come with me to inspect the ships and make sure they're strapped.
My friends, let's have a sit down. Try to reason things out. We need to put together a plan to defeat Pompey. What say you?
Right. You saved me from having to remind my young friend here of that.
Welcome to the capital. Hope it wasn't too difficult getting here.
Not at all. I enjoyed every mile, all 1,200 of them.
Have a seat.
No, after you.
No, please, you.
But I insist.
Fine. Then I will.
I understand you're taking some things in a way that weren't intended.
Oh, don't yank my chain, Marco. I'd be a horse's ass if I wasn't put off by the things that have happened.
All right, let's cut to the chase, Sonny. What business was it of yours? Whose bed I slept in? How I gripped?
None at all, except that I was here having to deal with everything that was going on in the capital. And unless you were involved in plotting against me...
What? What do you mean by that?
Didn't your brother and your wife Fulvia go to war against me in your name?
My name? You're joking, right? As soon as I found out they were going against my wishes and make me look bad, I wrote to you about it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you seemed okay with my explanation at the time.
I never said I was okay with it.
I can show you the letters. They're on my hard drive.
I don't need to see them. I know what went down because I had to fight them both.
Listen, Sonny, you gotta beat with me. You spit it out, because right now, you're just pissing them away.
You can't look me in the face and say you did not back what they were doing.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Now, you may be one of the 3 guys running the show, but that's easier than put the muzzle on my wife Fulvia, rest in peace, as you and the whole world knows.
I sent a messenger to you when you were fooling around with the Egyptian whore. You stuffed the message in your pocket and you threw him out.
He showed up the day after I wined and dined half the governors in the East, for Christ's sake. I was in no shape to deal with him. I met with him personally the next morning. So what's your beef?
You broke your word to me!
Go easy, my friend.
Wait. My word means a lot to me.
You were pledged to send me supplies and weapons, and you reneged on that.
I reneged. Neglected. I'm going to make a confession here, okay? My wife Fulvia wanted me back in the capital for reasons that were obvious to everybody but me. So I'm going to deeply and humbly apologize for everything that went on here, okay?
Fine. Well said, my brothers. And let me add that it is in our interest that we move forward with this plan.
It's not the subject so much as how he puts it. Still, I don't see how we can maintain this friendship when the two of us see the same thing from such a different point of view.
Sir, can I say something? You have a sister, Octavia, a widow, loved here in the capital by everyone. And our great general here is now a widower.
Careful, Agrippa. If Cleopatra heard you say that, she'd have your cherished walnuts roasted as her delicacies.
I'm not married, Kaisaar. Let's hear what he has to say.
Well, to make you both brothers in fact, settle more permanent peace, why not have Marco here take Octavia for a wife? Should settle all these petty things between you two. Just saying.
What's Kaisaar have to say about it?
Nothing until Marco tells us what he feels about it.
I'll tell you. What power would give Agrippa if I said yes?
Power of Kaisaar and influence over his sister, Octavia.
You say so? Then give me your hand. From now on, we're brothers.
And here's mine. I am giving you a sister who no brother ever loved more.
Excellent! She will unite the domain like one big family. Magnificent. Now, we have to turn our attention to defeating Pompey. His forces are moving so fast, if we don't deploy soon, he will be able to strike us at will, whenever he wants.
Where is he?
Last I heard, he's in the northeastern territories, and his forces are advancing. Double time.
That's a shame. I knew his old man. He was good people. If I had a chance to talk to him, I might have worked something out. All right. Let's go.
It is being reported that Marco T, busy man that he is, has agreed to marry Octavia, Kaisaar's sister. But it is begging the question, what about Cleopatra? We do have an eyewitness report of the occasion when Marco T met Cleopatra in the eastern provinces. Eyewitness Esther Winnie said this, and I quote, "She came down the river on what looked like a golden throne more than a ship. The 12-inch cannons were coated in pure silver and fired off pretty pink clouds of smoke. And Cleopatra, well, my oh my, she was on the silver-plated deck lying in a pavilion of gold cloth, looking more like Venus than the goddess herself. And amber perfumes wafted over the wharf. So the whole crowd skedaddled to see her, leaving poor old Marco T alone twiddling his thumbs in the marketplace. Thank you, Miss Winnie. And the rest is history, so whether he can stay away from that heathenish bed is the question." Octavia, are you listening?
There'll be times when I'm going to be called out of town and I can be able to tell you where I'm going, what for, how long, or where. So that's just the way it is.
I'll pray for you in the time you're away.
Good night, my brother. And Cleo. Sorry. They used to call that a Trojan slip in the old days. Please, don't pay attention to what you heard about my wife before now. I promise you, from the depths of my heart, I'm going to make you very, very happy. Good night, my dearest wife to be.
You remember that time when you bet him that he could catch the largest fish? And you had a diver hook a salted fish into his line? And he pulled it up like he caught a whale! God, we laughed, didn't we?
Oh, MG, we laughed so hard and then drank into the next morning. By that time, he was so far gone, I put my crown and silks on him and I wore his sword. News from the capital. God, it's been so long.
Ma'am.
If you tell me Marco's dead, you'll have murdered your queen. If he's well, I'll have gold for you.
First, he's well.
Good. More gold for you. But if you're holding back something bad, I'll pour that gold down your filthy throat.
Ma'am, please listen to me.
I read people very well and you're not smiling.
And will you just listen to me, please?
As long as you say he is well with Kaisaar and not his prisoner, I'll drown you in gold.
He is well and friends with Kaisaar.
Bravo! I could see you were an honest man.
Kaisaar and Marco are better friends than ever.
Take a bloody fortune from me, I could care less.
But there's more.
He's alive, he's free, and he's friends with Kaisaar. What else is there?
I didn't say he was free because the fact is he's bound to Octavia, Kaisaar's sister.
Bound? By what?
Bound in the best way, ma'am. In bed, he's married to her.
Out of my sight, you scum-sucking pig! I love you buried up to your ears, so red ants can eat the eyeballs out of your head.
Ma'am, please forgive me. I didn't make the match. I'm just delivering the message.
If you say it's not true, I'll give you an entire province.
He's married, ma'am.
Bastard! You've been too long.
Ma'am, what are you doing? I've done nothing wrong.
Madam, please. The man has done nothing wrong. He's innocent.
Innocent bystanders get hit by lightning.
Oh, you gods, let the domain sink into the Potomac if this is true.
Call him in again. I'm drowning in my own poisons. Bring him! I won't bite him.
He's afraid to come, madam.
I will not harm him.
There, I've said it. Bad news is never welcome.
I have only done my duty, ma'am.
So, he's married? I can't hate you more if you say yes.
He is married, yes.
God damn you! Why are you still here?
Ma'am, please forgive me. The last thing I want to do is to offend you, but to punish me for what you make me do seems very unfair to me. He's married to Octavia.
Out of my sight. Whatever goods you're selling are too expensive for me.
My queen, please be
It just goes to show you all those times I was praising Marco, I was dissing Kaisaar, and now I'm paying for it. Help me, Clamian, I'm feeling faint. Wait, go to that buzzard and find out what she looks like. How old she is, how tall, the color of her hair. I want to know what he himself saw. No official pics, too much photoshopping going on. Heard. I'm going back to bed. Maybe it'll all go away.
You have my hostages and I have yours. So let's talk before we fight.
We wanted to. That's why we sent those communiques. Listen, if we can come to an agreement, we can save the lives of a lot of young men who can return to Sicily instead of dying here. So what's your problem?
I'll tell you. It's that honest Brutus and old Cash. They fought for a reason. They wanted a man to be free. It's as simple as that. That's why I raised the force of my navy, which now control the western seas, which you know.
Take it easy, my young friend.
We're here to talk.
You
can't scare us at the size of your navy, my friend. We're willing to fight your water, no problem. And on land, our armies are 3 times the size of yours. So if that's what you want, buddy, we're here.
Your forces on land do outweigh mine, all right. So much so they're able to steal my dead father's property. But hey, keep it. It means nothing to me.
Let's stick to cases here. What do you think of our offer?
That's the point, isn't it?
We're not begging you, my friend, but you might want to think about what it's worth to you. You go for the bigger purse instead of the short-end money.
Right. A lot of good things could happen for you if you go along with us.
Okay, let me get this straight. Number 1, you give me Chisley and Macedonia. Number 2, I take out the territory in the coast. And number 3, I supply the man with all the grain that it needs. Then they're going to war between us.
Okay.
That's it in a nutshell. What do you think?
Just to let you know, I came here fully prepared to accept your offer. But Marco's acting really pissed me off. You know, when your brother and wife went war with Octavius here, your mother needed help. And she came to me. And I took her in and I protected her.
You know, I did hear about that. I want to thank you. Sincerely.
Let me take your hand then. To be honest, I did not expect to find you here.
Well, the beds in the east are pretty soft, but thanks to you, I came back earlier than expected.
Bravo, my brothers. All of my brothers. So glad we took this meeting.
I'm very happy I did this way. Oh, we should put our names down on paper, make it official, right?
Ah, with a drink at the end.
Oh, my God's telling me with the big feed. Let's pull straws. Who goes first? What do you say?
No. Let me wine and dine you Egyptian style.
Take your turn, Marco. Whatever happens, your recipes from the East are famous all the way back here. You know, I heard that J. Kaisaar got fat when he Cleopatra's court.
You heard a lot.
It's just what I heard. No offense.
No offense taken. Yet.
Good, because I heard that Apollodorus rafting carpet miners took
No! He did it, so what?
I remember you, soldier. Barbers. How goes it?
I'm very fortunate to be an old soldier, so I don't have many complaints. However, I am happier now because it seems like we got 4 good meals to look forward to, instead of a bloodbath.
Right on. Hey, let's go back to my ship and party. It's ready and waiting.
And let me add, I have some Tibetan lap dancers that will make the very teeth in your head rattle. Twins!
Please, back off. I just want a drink. Come on. Hello? Relent. I don't want to get riled up right now. I won't say it again.
All right. I always stood by you and your father. Just give me a sec over there by the door.
You've been drinking.
Not a drop.
Here's to you, my friends. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'll be right back.
What if I was to ask you? You want to run the whole show? I mean, like the whole shebang. Top of the world, Mom, like that. Are you willing to go for it?
What are you talking about? Are you sure you're not drunk?
Stone cold sober. Look, you got the 3 heads of domain sitting here, drunk off their asses. Just give me the order to set the ships loose, and I'll cut their fucking throats. What do you say?
You should have just done it already. But now if you do it, it will make me look like a double-crossing lowlife. Look, you blew it. Go get a drink.
Cuts it between us, Monkey. Just don't have what it takes. Once in a lifetime shot is just that. It'll never happen again. Mark Anthony might understand.
Hey, we've been warming up the dice. How about it?
Oh, I'd love to play, Marco. Great idea. Octavius.
I'm not too familiar with it, but I'm game.
Oh, come on. Your little sister can do it. It's nothing to it. Come on.
Right away, here. What do you got?
I'm strapped for cash.
Just for fun, a bucket throw.
No. We'll raise the ante. We'll bit, make it more interesting.
Okay. I have this watch. Will this do?
Rolex? Yeah.
Is it real?
Always.
Okay. All right, got to roll, Sonny. Got it. That. Craps.
All right.
I lose, don't I?
Yeah.
That's why it's called craps, kiddo. You win some, you lose some.
I think my luck has to change. Can I roll again?
Yeah, sure. I tell you what, we'll go double or nothing. What else you got to put in?
All I have left is this ring. It belonged to my father, J. Kaisaar. Will this do?
Big goddamn right.
Yeah,
I think we can do it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll again. Yeah. Here we go. Big one. All right. Winner's 10. Winner the hard way.
Well, I got you.
Roll again. 10 is the winner.
I always get a ring again.
10, winner. 10 is a winner.
Oh, shit!
Oh, God, do it.
Oh, my God!
I like this game.
I don't know why.
Come on. Come on, you lost. You gotta cheer up, guys. Come on. The old songs.
All right.
Say, come on, ready? And a one, and a two. Kumbaya, boys!
Please.
Come on.
Hey, baby, over here.
You guys got no taste.
We're gonna have to sit. Come on.
I gotta get a better piece to roll with.
Everybody. Go ahead.
My country, 'tis the sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the founder's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the founder's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Bravo!
Man, what are those fighting about? You think about that? Why do we do these things? I know. To the domain, numero uno,
Ascendante! Well said, Marco. I didn't know you had it in you.
All for one and one for all, right, comrades? Look, the world is big enough for everybody. To peace.
Peace! My father would have loved that, but it never happened for him.
All right, come on, drink up, fellas. You two, everybody, drink up. We're getting close to an agricultural soiree now. Come on, my young brother, come on, have a drink.
To be honest, I'd rather not eat for 4 days than to drink this much of wine.
Now you're talking. Let's get lost.
It's been a great evening, my gentle brothers, but let's not forget, we're in the middle of some furious business here, so we can't look like drunken idiots in front of the whole world. So, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, and I, to wife!
Very good.
To life!
All right. Enough of that. Come on, we gotta catch that plane, huh?
Marco, you have to understand, you're taking my better half from me. Sister, make sure what I say about you is true, and that this marriage works for you and Marco. And Marco, do not let this ever become a wedge between the two of us.
No, come on. Don't insult me, my brother. I went into this with an open heart.
Okay, I said all I'm going to say about
You won't have the smallest thing to complain about, but we really got a book.
It's just so hard to let you go.
No wonder. Look at her. Look at her, stunning. Her eyes shining. They're like wet. They're like April showers bringing in the spring. Yeah.
Brother, I want you to look after my husband's affairs while we're away.
Yeah. Look. Gotcha. This is how strong our bond is. And now I'm going to let you go and give you up to all good things. Like that. Okay?
Bye-bye, be happy, and be well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Glad to see you return hale and hearty from your mission soldier report.
Sir, our intelligence assets report that Octavius and Lepidus moved on Pompey with a large force. Pompey then suffered a series of reversals and fled towards our camp.
God damn it, I can't believe how fast things change. My God, oh God, I should have intervened. There was no reason for more blood to be spilled between the four of us. I took the man's hand.
Sir, there's more. After helping Octavius win the war, Lepidus was then accused by Octavius of making secret overtures to Pompey and has been permanently exiled.
God almighty, I can't stay on top of all this. Friends one day, enemies the next. It's like a world of quicksand. What else?
Some good news, sir.
Yeah?
The order regarding Pompey was carried out successfully.
What order?
Did you not offer a reward for the capture and elimination of Pompey?
That's ridiculous. I have things to talk over with the man.
Sir, it came across the transom in very clear terms. Capture and eliminate for 5,000 Sinatras, Sextus Pompey Jr.
What are you talking about? Oh, God damn it, they hacked the cybersecurity system again. Your face is saying there's more. What?
Please forgive me for any misguided actions that may have taken place.
You forgive it. What's your point?
This is Pompey's head.
What? You goddamn, why am I so cursed? Why? You saw me take the man's hand, for Christ's sake. You were there. What's wrong with you? God damn it, you're a moot. I should put your head next to his shit for brains. Get out of here. It's more than that, darling. Octavius has waged war against Pompey, who's been killed, and Lepidus has put under permanent exile. Not only that, he's bad-mouthing in the Senate every chance he gets. His factions are organizing against me. They could pull a coup against me any day of the week now.
No, that can't all be true. And if it is, try not to take it so hard, darling. If you two fight it out, I will be the most wretched wife. No sister. No wife.
Look, you're a good kid. I know that. Really. There's one more thing we can do. You be the go-between, and I'll wait before making my move. What do you say?
I'm not strong enough for that. A war between the two of you would be like the world being ripped apart and dead men rising up to weld it back together, Margot. The horror.
Well, you'll have to be. You want to stop the situation from exploding.
Sendino Barbas.
No! You don't understand. The time for negotiation is over. He's throwing down the gauntlet.
There must be some other way, Margot.
None. Zilch. None. Zero. You're in. Last hope for peace.
I'm not strong enough for that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't think I can do it.
No. There's one person who can help me. Maybe it takes a queen. You want to go back to Igrit, my friend. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. I wish I had never left. Or you either.
Why? What's the problem?
Just this feeling I got. The way my magic stick is vibrating. It's not good.
Your what?
It's a gift passed down from my ancestors. They were from the Yoruba region.
Oh, don't tell me you believe that voodoo stuff.
Of course I do. Grigri goes way back, my friend. Way before the Third World War. As a matter of fact, my great-grandfather predicted that war. More people would have survived if they had listened to him.
All right, okay. I'll tell you what does your stick tell you about me and Octavius?
I'll tell you this. You must avoid him at all times, or your spirit will fade next to his in all things. Even a simple game of dice.
Son of a bitch! Don't yank my chain! That's not fortune telling! Everyone in town knows about that game! Get out of here! It's a lot of hooey, a lot of hot air! No wonder that stuff gets such a bad mark! Out of here! Dismissed!
Sir.
to admit it. It's true. I just can't beat it, whether it's on the horses or dice or anything. He knocks me out of the ballpark with his goddamn luck. This marriage might have been good for policy, maybe, but there's a bet waiting for me in Igript. Maybe here I come.
My dearest brother.
Oh my God. I didn't recognize you, sister. You look like some miserable wretch from a refugee camp, not the wife of a general like Marco T or my sister. And you should be accompanied by a whole army whose dust blots out the sun, for Christ's sake. What gives?
I wanted to come. Marco T heard that you're preparing for war, and so I begged him to let me come to speak to you in person one more time.
And I'm sure he agreed, so he could spend time worshiping his goddess, Isis.
Don't say that.
Why not? My spies are all over him. They see what he's up to. Let me ask you this, dear sister. Where do you think he is right now?
An Ethnia, brother.
Wrong. Cleopatra has nodded from the east and he's run to her. He's given up his empire for a whore.
Don't say that. I can't bear it.
It gets worse. He's putting together a large force of eastern armies to come against me. That is what your wonderful husband has done behind your back and mine.
You're breaking my heart into two pieces that are warring with each other.
Nothing matters more than that you are here with me right now. Your letters held us back, but we've got to move against him. There is no question. You've been abused beyond reason.
It is a sad, dark, happy, bright day, dearest.
Such as it is. Welcome home, dear sister.
Good evening. 71 degrees and calm in the capital, but there's a stormy night ahead, so get out the lifeboats. It's official. Marco T has left his wife Octavia and has returned to his Egyptian paramour, where he has declared his two sons with Cleopatra kings of kings, which we know citizens of the domain would never approve of. Foreign nationals ruling either the domain or its provinces are not acceptable. And finally, add a new goddess to the list, Isis of Egypt. Cleopatra has been appearing in public dressed as the goddess Isis, ooh la la, and Persia of Milas deliciosa. Even though the war clouds continue to gather and we are drawing closer to the brink every day. Liz Townsend, DBC reporting.
Let me be clear about this. I will be standing right next to you on the bridge of my flagship. I don't want you to doubt that for a second.
But why? Why would you do that?
They've declared war against me, against my name. Why shouldn't I be there in person?
I'll tell you why. Because your presence will distract me from strategizing, that's why. This isn't a game we're playing, this is combat, up close and personal. They're already saying he's lost his mind, that the great Marco T is letting the unit and your two handmaids run this war.
Screw the domain and let their tongues rot in their mouths for the poison they spit. I'm the queen of my kingdom, and I'll lead it. Why shouldn't I be able to do it as well as any man?
Forgive me. You're right, Queen. Here comes the general now.
How could he get from the capital to Tarentum in one day and take the city? It's not possible.
He just caught you asleep at the wheel is all, my general. It's time to make your move. It's obvious.
Oh, put. Very well put. You know, Barnabas, we'll fight him by sea.
Of course, by sea. What else?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because he dares us, that's right.
He dared you. You dared him to a one-on-one, and he'd reneged. He wouldn't fight you. Listen, his boats are filled with veterans. Yours are draftees with no experience. There's no shame in turning them down. You're prepared for a land war.
I say by sea, goddammit, by sea.
Come on, you're killing me. Why would you do that? Everyone you fought on land, you beat. Everyone. Why throw the dice and roll and for a chance you're not going to win?
We'll fight him on the water. That's my decision.
I have a fleet of 60 ships, and Octavius has none that are better.
Look, we'll scuttle the extra ships we have that won't fit into the harbor, and we'll fight him in his mouth. We'll beat him there. And if we fail, and I doubt we will, we'll still have a reserve to fight him on land.
Good to see you, soldier.
Excuse me, sir, but I'm begging you, don't fight on water. Why should you trust the rotten tubs you picked up around here over what my scarred hands show? Let Octavius and his people go swimming. We're used to going toe to toe and beating everyone that we crossed, or dying on our feet like men, if it came to that.
Look, my friend, it's complicated. Good luck, buddy.
By God, I think I'm right in this.
Of course you're right, soldier. But let's face it, he's caught up in the grip of that bitch's power.
Let me ask you something. Didn't it strike you as odd that Octavius was able to get from the capital to the front so quickly?
Well, it was strange, but I can't get anything out of intelligence.
Well, it's simple. And that's what I came here to tell him, if he let me. While Octavius was in the capital, he sent his forces out in small squads, and they slipped through the lines undetected. He's young, but he's no slouch.
It's true. But it's too late now. Let's go.
Good evening. A state of emergency has been declared as a major sea battle in the east is taking place between the forces of Marco T and Octavius. We have a witness at the scene. Come in, please.
I'm on the beach. My own ship went down, but I was lucky I got to shore. Marco T was out maneuvering the fleet of Octavius all day. Octavius was indisposed and we didn't see him at all. Anyway, his ships were getting pounded by our side. Another one of his ships on fire. His guy, General Agrippa, stepped into the breach and was doing his best, but I think we're gonna win. I just had a stroke of bad luck with my own ship. Wait a second, something's happening. A flag's being lowered on one of the ships and men are jumping into the water from, it's Cleopatra's flagship. That doesn't make sense. She's turning away from the battle. Hold it. Oh my God, Marco T's chasing after her. He's abandoning his own fleet. And now Agrippa is quickly moving in and mopping up on Marco T's abandoned fleet. Oh, I see a lot of men struggling in the water trying to get to shore. Sharks! Swarms of local sharks are descending on the flailing sailors. It's horrible!
God damn it! It was all for nothing. I can't stand watching this disaster anymore. That coward who dares call himself an admiral turned tail and ran like a scared rabbit. May he die in flames like the ones that burn in my eyes. To lose a war we were winning. We just kissed away half the world for that slut of Agrippa. Made her face blossom with leprosy for her treachery. Just as we gained an upper hand, what does she do? She hits her rudder hard left and runs like a rabbit from a fox, except the fox is running the other way. If only we had kept up what we were doing. And Marco T, that mother, he's got to be ashamed, man. His balls just shriveled up and disappeared. Hello? Jock? It's about damn time you got back to me. Where you bivouacking your troops tonight? Peloponnnesia? Okay, it's easy to get there from here. And Marco T should be there soon. What? 6 generals are joining Octavius? Is this confirmed? Damn it! Listen, what Marco T did is inexcusable, but I'm sticking with him. Yeah, I know. The wind's blowing against him now. But I've been with him since the beginning. It's been a long run. Well, good luck to you too, and Jock. I hope to see you soon, old friend, but not from the other side of the line. Out.
Good evening. It has been 48 hours since the news blackout after the first engagement. General Marco T, in a bit of indomitable spirit, has managed to reassemble the remnants of his fleet and is moving out of the harbor to engage Octavius. He may surprise us all, especially since Octavius has been missing in action since the start of the engagement. We have the survivor from yesterday. Come in, please. What can you tell us?
Well, I stayed on the beach last night. I wanted to leave, but then I couldn't stay away, so here I am. I don't know what or who to believe in anymore.
Yes, you have our sympathies, but can you tell us what you are seeing now?
I can see that there's movement out there. Weather's good. As the two fleets are in movement, and they're going to engage. Getting close, sir. I didn't think Marco T had it in him after that first disaster. Wait a minute. What's going on? The encryption admiral is lowering his flag, and all I can verify is that the men are, yes, I can see clearly, are throwing their hats in the air and cheering? Son of a bitch! They're refusing to fight and cheering the surrender of their own fleet! What infamy! Cut! I can't take this anymore! Cut!
Everything is lost. Everything. She betrayed me. For him. For him, that cherry who never heard a shot fired in anger in his life. For him. For him, because there's the name Kaisaar behind him. Why? Why do you curse me, you God? Why? Nothing matters about what's going to happen between me and her. Carmine, it's me. There's a ship in the harbor, number 534. It's loaded with cash. Take everybody over there, divide it up, and run. Tell Sal to give you letters of transit to get you across the border. No, I'll catch up with you in a few days. I got a few loose ends to tie up here. No, we'll meet up with Julie's, have a few drinks, we'll laugh about all this. And, Carmine, good luck, and goodbye. What do you want? Get away from me, you filthy witch! Get away!
How can you hate me so much?
How? How? By the treachery of your Egyptian admirals, that's how! Get away from me, you evil black magic wood! Get away from me! So you can be led in this victory parade to capital and spat out, burning gutter right there. Go, run! Run, you evil black magic woman! Run, goddammit, run! Run!
Help me, Clarion. He's crazier than a mad hatter with more dangerous help.
It's okay. The best place is in the bunker. It's triple locked against the outside. Better yet, send word to him that you're dead.
Right. Let's go. And go tell him that my last words were for him. Okay? See how he takes that and let me know. Run.
What do you want? A vile woman here has taken everything from me. My name, my power, my will, everything.
No, General. My queen loved you and threw her lot in with yours.
Don't play me, bitch! She betrayed me. She'll get what's coming.
Isn't it true that if a debt is owed, it can only be paid once, sir?
What are you talking about? You just give me the truth. Wouldn't take much to settle your ass, too.
Cleopatra is dead.
What? Cleopatra is dead?
Correct, sir. She's gone. Her last words were for you. Marco, my brave, wonderful Marco.
Hello? Hello?
You called me, sir.
Hello. When I took you on, you swore that when the time came, when there was no way out, like now, that on my command, you would kill me. Well, the time has come. Do it.
Now! God forbid that I should do the thing, General, that all your enemies in so many battles couldn't. To think of it, sir!
Not me you're doing, it's Octavius! You want to see me drag behind him in his victory parade, the Capitol? Do you?
I hate it.
All right. Draw. Come.
At least turn your face away from me, my friend.
All right. Now.
Ready? I'm going to leave you now. This is how Pella will miss the misery of your death.
Pello. My brave, brave friend. You've shown me the way. Finish me off. That's what happened. Finish me off. I don't do it how I'm right. No! No! Finish! Hurry. Oh, God. Clayman, is that you? Find someone. Please, finish me off. Please, I'm begging you, woman.
My mistress sent me.
What? What?
She sent me just a few minutes ago.
She's alive?
She's locked inside her bunker. When you thought she had double crossed you and nothing could calm you down. But then she became afraid that what has happened would happen. And she sent me back. Oh, gods, forgive me.
Bring me to Patrick's bunker, please. Please.
I'm gonna make it. I promise.
Oh, my brave man!
It was the boy King's bravery that got me. It was my own home.
Yes, that's how it should be, my brave man, and I love you for it, but it's still the most awful moment of the age.
Dying, dying. Give me something to drink. I want to say something.
Let me speak so I can curse this awful thing that's happened that you didn't deserve.
That's my girl. That's my girl. I don't want you to feel bad about this. It happened to me. When I was around, I was a prince of the world and a great general. I wasn't defeated by my enemy, only by myself. My spirit, it is fading.
Are you gone? Then there's nothing special left in this world.
God save us. Is she dead too? My queen. My
He is cold, I knew. Come. Let's bury him, and then make death proud to take us.
I want you to go and tell him to surrender. Delaying the inevitable only makes him look bad.
When Kaisaar speaks, it is done.
Wait. Who's on this line? Get off this line now. Bloody channels are hopeless. Yes, Octavius Kaisaar here. You're breaking up. What? I'm gonna send someone to you for confirmation. Do not move from that spot. It is being announced that Marco T has taken his own life. Not confirmed, but the death of someone like Marco T should have a sound that splits the globe in half, not the static of a bad phone call. God damn it. Send out a party to verify this ASAP.
Dismissed! Get it done now!
Look, friends, as much as he was my enemy, and I fought hard to defeat him, the news that he's gone is enough to break up the hardest king. Why couldn't we have shared the world like we were supposed to, Marco? What is it, Morgan?
My mistress, the queen, would like to know what you intend to do with her.
Tell her, chin up, dear queen. She will see how well we think of her very soon. Dolabella. Go tell her there is nothing to be worried about. We don't want to shame her in any way, and comfort her so she doesn't do herself in like her husband did. Her presence in the victory parade will be too great a feather in our cap to lose, so I want you to soothe her to the max. Understood? I need to show the others the communiques between Marco T and myself. They will see how little I wanted this war to happen.
Do you remember me?
I don't think I do.
I'm very sure you must remember
Doesn't
that
matter.
time.
What is it? Another kind word from Kaisaar?
Only this. You've lost a tremendous part of yourself, and I understand how deep your wound goes. I understand it deeply.
I believe you do. Thank you, friend. Do you know what Kaisaar plans to do with me?
Tavius is trying to do the right thing as much as he can, but...
You mean that in spite of his best efforts, there will be pressure to have me in his victory parade in the capital?
There will be. I'm 100% sure of it.
Make way for the Kaisaar.
Which one is the queen? Get up. No kneeling here. Up, queen of Agrippa.
It is my fortune to obey my lord and master.
Cleopatra, I want you to know something. If you cooperate with us, you will get great benefit from this change. But if you do something as cruel as Marco T did, your children will pay the price. Look at me. I'm being sincere. Good night.
I'm very grateful, my new lord.
Please, think of me as nothing more than a friend.
I am humbled, my lord.
No. Just a friend to a queen.
Explain me, girls, so that I don't do what I know I should do. Claiming. Claiming. I want my crown. life is nothing more than a small pinch. Give me money. I'm going to meet my Marco. My husband is calling. Marco, I'm coming, my darling.
Oh, star, my evening star.
The air around me now is as soft as a summer breeze. Marco, my darling, I'm coming, lover. Why should I stay?
In this horrible world where the wrong ones always win. Why? The crown was crooked. I'll be straight.
Claving, was this well done?
Very well done. Oh, soldier.
You're all dead. Kaisaar, what you dreaded has caught up with you, I'm afraid.
She stayed brave till the very end. She must have guessed our plans for her. I don't see any blood. How did it happen?
Nighttime, literally, I attend her on a regular basis.
1 kilo over a minute ago. Cyanide.
That's it. Quick and easy. This one orderly told me she looked for 100 different ways to make dying easy. Pick her up so she and Marco T can be given a full military funeral with honors in Arlington. Now, back to the cabin. The domain is waiting.
From these somewhat inauspicious beginnings, Octavius Kaisaar would go on to become emperor of the domain and rule for 40 years until his death. During his reign, he would write legislation and create a system of government that would last for 200 years, and create the wealth and power of the heyday of the domain. He maintained the Senate as propaganda for his public support of the Republic, but he ruled with absolute authority. The days of the free men of the Republic, where men and women decided their own fates, had ended. Long live the domain.
We are the stars which sing. We sing with our light. We are the birds of fire. We fly over the sky. Our light is a voice. We make a road for the spirit to pass over. For the spirit to pass over. We are like the wind, wrapped in luminous wings. We make a road for the spirit to pass over, for the spirit to pass over.